signs is a way to find all missing sides and angles of any triangle. Okay, so not right triangle. So guys, let's say this. We just got done working with all our right triangles. What did we use to find missing sides and angles of right triangles? Anybody remember? Pythagorean theorem, and also Pythagorean theorem finds sides, but SOHCAHTOA, very good. So as soon as you see a right angle, don't ever use law of sines or law of cosines. As soon as it's a right triangle, okay? If it's not a right triangle, then that's when you use law of sines and cosines. So right triangle, use SOHCAHTOA and Pythagorean theorem to find the missing sides, okay, and angles. All right, acronyms. Do you remember way back in geometry, there were 5 ways to prove something, triangles are congruent? They were things like side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle. No.
Angle, side, side.
Do you realize what you just spelled?
Yeah.
She said angle, side, side. That's naughty, Leah.
But it's
okay.
right.
No. It's actually written side, side, angle, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle, 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 side, and the other one was HL. So I don't know if you guys did HL or not, okay? 4 law of sines. Here are the acronyms we're going to look for. We're going to look for angle, side, angle, 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 side, and SSA. And not backwards, Miss Leah. So SSA. Okay? These don't mean that parts that are congruent. This means the given information. Given info. Okay? So you're going to have to draw the picture. You're going to have to draw the triangle. And then you're going to have to decide which of these 3 acronyms you're using. Okay? I said that very slowly, didn't I? Acronyms. All right, note. Okay? When you're drawing the triangle, so when you draw the triangle, put the 2 angles used on the bottom side. Put the 2 angles used on the bottom side. That will help you get a good picture. That will help us all be consistent as to how we're attacking the problems. Okay? All right, law of sines is actually in the box right here. And all you have to do law of sines is you have to set up proportions. Okay? Now, I always set them up this first way. I do sine of the angle over the opposite side, side of the angle over the opposite side, side of the angle over the opposite side. I never set them up upside down. If you choose to set them up upside down, that's fine with me. Now, did you make note? If the triangle is named ABC and vertex A is here, then the side across from it will always be called little a. If vertex B is here, side opposite little b. If vertex C is here, side opposite little c. That way we'll all be consistent in how we name our triangles. Okay? Right? So when you set up your proportion, we're going to set it up sine of angle over opposite side equals sine of angle. Because remember, what always goes by the word? What goes by the word sine and cosine? The angle, yeah. Opposite side. And then, do you remember how to solve proportions, guys? Cross products, yep. So we're going to be doing a bunch of cross products is what we're going to do, okay? All right, is everybody set to go? Solve triangle ABC. That means find all the missing angles and missing sides. They give you angle A and they give you angle B. Now remember my note above said if they give you an angle or two angles, make sure those go on the bottom side. So when you draw your picture, now keep in mind 102, is that bigger than 90 or less than 90? Bigger. So when you draw it, this is going to be an obtuse triangle. We're going to put A and B on the bottom side. Okay. And angle B has to be 102. So just sketch yourself a nice little obtuse angle right there. Okay. And we're going to put angle A here, angle B here, angle C here. Okay. Then can you fill in where little a is? Little a is across from angle A. C and B. Little b is across from angle B, and little c is across from angle C. And now we must fill in our given information. So angle A is 28. Angle B is 102. And little a is 8. Okay. So look at what your acronym is. Now, when you read an acronym, you read the parts consecutively, either going clockwise or going counterclockwise. So if I read the parts that they gave me going clockwise, they gave me a side, an angle, and an angle. If I read in consecutive order, side, angle, angle. Is from up top, is side, angle, angle one of our choices? No, but angle, angle, side is. Right. So how about if I read it counterclockwise? Then I have an angle, and a side. And yes, that is one of our choices. And as soon as we see AAS, we know law of sines is used. And I might give that to you for a test, like which acronyms go with which law. Okay. All right, we got to set up a proportion. So, since we know angle A and we know little a, our proportion is going to look something like this. Sine of big A over little a equals. Now, is there another angle that we know, gang? Yeah. So sine of big B over little b. Very good. Now, will I ever make you write that again? No, I won't. You guys can just go right ahead and put in the numbers. So sine 28 over 8 equals sine of 102 over little b. Okay, any questions thus far? All right, let's do our cross products. So we have sine 28 times b equals 8 sine 102. And you don't have to punch anything yet, guys, until you get b by itself. So go ahead, box in b. Okay. Joel, how do we get the box by itself? What would you like to divide by, Joel? Yes, sir. Now you can punch like maniacs, guys. All answers to nearest 10th, please. Nearest 10th. So Rachel, I'm going to ask you. So punch in 8 sine 102 divided by sine 28. Make sure you don't skip any buttons. Tell us what you get, Miss Rachel, to the nearest tenth. You're very smart today, Miss Rachel. Excellent job, okay? Now, what I prefer to do is I prefer to put my answer in the picture and circle it. If you're going to do that, can you make sure that you actually circle it so I know it's a new number in the picture? So I don't use these numbers that I gave you. So I know that's the new number, okay? All right, awesome job. What do you want to find next? Angle C or little c? Yeah, angle C. What's the quickest way to find measure angle C? Subtract from? Yeah. So take 180 minus 102 minus 28. And what does the gang get? 50? Okay. And I'm going to put in my picture and I'm going to circle it so I know it's a new answer that I figured out. Okay? All right. This is the last time I'll make you do this with writing the letters. So we want to find little c. So we're going to do sine of big C over little c equals sine of, and now you got a choice. You can either use big B over little b, or you can use big A over little a. I would prefer you use the pair that was given to you. Okay? Not that this pair wouldn't work, but use the pair that's given to you for right now. So sine, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to write that. Sine of A over little a. Okay? And I will never make you guys write that in letters again. I'll let you just put the numbers in. All right, Kayla, can you put the numbers in for us? So sine of 50 over
Over little c.
equals sine of
28.
good over
8.
sounds good. All right, and then cross products. Now just be careful, guys. If you write this as sine of 50 times 8, don't do 50 times 8 and then take sine of it. It's a sine of 50 and then times 8. I'm just saying. And then we're dividing by sine 28. So sine of 50 times 8 and then divided by sine 28. Can you punch that all in one line? I think you can. What did you guys get?
13.
Yeah. I choose to put it in the picture and circle it. Okay. All right, everybody good? We are going to go now to checkpoint 1. So let's flip over and find checkpoint 1. It is right over here. Okay? And we're going to tackle checkpoint 1. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the picture with you. And then I'm going to let you and your people figure out how to do it. They give us angles C and B. So if they give you angles, those always have to be on the bottom. So put those on the bottom. And one of them is obtuse again. You guys having lamp trouble? So C and B. Whenever they give you angles, guys, put them on the bottom. So C is 14. B is 117. This must be angle A. And then little b is 21. Okay? right,